What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's December 11th already. Isn't that crazy? I feel like the year is like flying, which is great. Alright, so I have some stuff that I want to work on with you guys today. I know I said I would be getting to grammar. I will be getting to grammar. It's just, I don't really know 100% how I want to attack it. Like, obviously I know what's in it, but like how I want to attack it on this stream. Because if we just wander into grammar, we could be wandering for probably ever. So the grammar is going to be on hold, but do we have some things for you? We do. So how's everybody doing today? What's up, DJ Russo? Yeah, I do. Of course, I want to hear your new catchphrase. Hey, Vanna. The Young's here too. Nice. Zach's in. What's up, Zach? Yeah, let's hear the catchphrase, my guy. We're all like anxiously awaiting the new catchphrase. All right, bros, you guys know the routine. That's my email. If you guys have any questions, I've had a couple people yesterday reach out to me about some questions that I was happy to answer. So if you do have any questions, just like hit me up via email and I got you, because a lot of questions that aren't like SAT relative or like relevant, then I can't really do them but on stream, but I can do them off stream all day. Like, feed me problems. A little bit of news on my end. I just got done meeting with a person, that's all I'll say, to potentially get started with a book, an SHSAT book and a problem set book. So that's really exciting. Got some useful information. There's a lot about publishing I have no idea about. So that was actually a kind of an interesting conversation to have. But today we are going to be jumping into math. So hopefully that's something you guys are interested in working on. I have some great problems for you, some great problems for you guys to work on that should challenge you, pick your brain a little bit, stuff like that. So that's what I want to do the first half of the sesh today. The second half, if you have anything that you want to work on, let's do it. Let's hit it up. Okay. Let's see what the new catchphrase is. Let's see. Time to spam this for the rest of the stream. Tyler gonna become a millionaire. Thanks, Crunchy. I got you, man. I got you for a Ferrari. When I become a millionaire, Crunchy, I'm gonna buy you a Ferrari. If you get into 2K, will you make one for SAT? I can make one for the SAT, and I have hundreds of SAT problems that I could potentially put into a book. But yeah, it's just like with the SHSAT, I'm like this book basically writes itself with how much stuff I've done on it. For the SAT, it's a little bit of a different market. Like there's a lot of people who are writing books for the SAT. So maybe I'll make like a practice set. I know, Venna, you asked for those like problem practice sets. I might do something like that for the SAT, but there's enough like instructional SAT books. Sup, Rusum? So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get started. We're actually going to do some problems today. I know yesterday it's like with the new technology and stuff, I was kind of lacking. I will put that on me. I think we did like a total of 3 problems yesterday. So obviously, and there's one last thing I will say. I got to change this background. Like I'm wearing like a cool hat. I got like, it just looks like I'm fading into the black, you know what I mean? So maybe tomorrow we'll try like a different color background or something like that. Or if you guys have any suggestions of what I should put back here. Because otherwise it's just a room. It's just like this really boring looking room. Vena, you'll buy it for $10,000? Okay, I'll make sure to get that out to you pronto. Less than 40. Okay, so Rusum will buy it if it's less than 40. So I could get 2 people to buy it if it's at $40, or I can get 1 person to buy it at $10,000 It's gonna kind of weigh that out, Rusum. Let's see. Is your catchphrase filtered? Let me go check to see. I don't see a filtered catchphrase here. I don't see any filtered things yet. Maybe it auto-filtered it and didn't give me the chance to approve it or whatever. But, dude, you saw someone like me on the subway? You should ask them about math questions. Get a different color hat. Yeah, I know. I should. Or I could just get a different colored background. You know what I mean? Is that it, Russo? Noom. That's funny. You got into study? Oh, that's cool, man. All right, yeah, we're about to start. The intros, we slide it in. We'll slide it into the intros, but we are. Oh, sorry would buy it. Okay, so I'm getting some people. At least 3 people would buy it, which would be, 3 more people than 0, I guess. All right, so let's get into these questions today. It's new. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty solid catchphrase, DJ Russo. I'd have to hear how you say it, because to me it just seems like new. But I mean, maybe it's neom. I don't know. So let's get into the questions that I have or that I want to talk to you guys about today. And people asked yesterday to get into this, so I want to get into it. And I want to get into exponents today. So we've done FOIL, we've done trig, we've done quadratics, we've done imaginary numbers. Now it's time to do some exponents. So let's get started on something that's a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I mean, really quick, just for everybody in the chat, we know what an exponent is. If it's like 3 squared, that's the same thing as saying 3 times 3, and that's the same thing as 9, right? 3 to the third is 3 times 3 times 3, and that equals 27. The other rule that you probably should be aware of is that if you have 3 to the fourth times 3 to the 6th, that's the same thing as 3 to the 4th plus 6, so 3 to the 10th. Likewise, if you have 3 to the 7th over 3 to the 2nd, that's like saying 3 to the 7 minus 2nd, that's a minus. So that would be the same thing as saying 3 to the 5th. All right, I just blasted through some exponent rules. I figured you guys already know this. If you don't know this information already, how to multiply, divide, how to potentially do 3 to the 4th to the 6th power, that's not going to be 3 to the 10th anymore. That's going to be 3 to the 4 times 6, or 3 to the 24th, okay? If any of this blows your mind, or if you're just like, slow down, I don't get it, I have an exponent video that goes over everything that you would need to know to get a solid fundamental understanding of exponents. So check that out, and then come back and let's do some problems. But for those of you who are like, yes, I know this, great, which I think is probably a good portion of you guys. Zach, you'd buy it too, so that's 4 people. Nice. Nice, dude. I got a little bit going on here. All right, so here's the first question that I think is pretty challenging, but we'll get into it. We'll get into this. So, okay. Okay, bros. All right, you think you're good at exponents? Let's go. Here's the question. Where's my clock? Where is it? All right, let's go. Minute and a half. You'd buy 2? You'd buy 3? Wow. I played COD with Crunchy yesterday. Oh, I mean, maybe I shouldn't even say that, but I played COD with Crunchy yesterday. He's pretty good, I gotta say. Got some skill. Maybe, you know what, DJ Russo, I can have a place in my book where I'm like, you know how like they have book reviews on the back cover of books? That's what you could write for my book review. I think I'm gonna need a calculator for this guy. And yeah, if you need to use a calculator, use a calculator. You got destroyed? No, you were just playing for fun, dude. I would definitely wouldn't say you got destroyed. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good game. GG. All right, guys, 10 seconds left. I think I'm going to give you a longer period of time than the standard minute and a half, which already is a little bit longer than you should be taking, but I get these problems are difficult, so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's a mess. So this problem is you definitely need a calculator for this problem. It's not a broken problem, so I don't want any roasting from the chat, but yeah, definitely I learned your brain is expanded. Yeah, dude, that level has those like the alley of buildings on either side of that main road. There's a lot of different angles and corners in that. But that's a good map. That's a classic map, dude. That was like the COD map that I was playing when I was like only this tall. When I was only like a foot tall. All right, guys. So about 45 seconds left on this question, and then we'll get it. Kind of brain twisting. Yeah, yeah, it is, dude. I feel that way about. Okay, here we go. Okay, Vena has an answer. So you gotta give respect. She's got an answer in the chat, and it is 16 to the power of log b 23. All right, guys, that's time. At least I think that's time. Yeah, it's about time. Okay, yeah, I don't really I've not played Pokemon in a while. That's okay, Vanna. At least you shot for the moon. You know what they say? Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. So let's talk about this problem. Because what's very interesting about this problem is it was very like let's talk about why the SAT is hard, right? Like it's not just learning the concepts. A lot of people get this twisted. Logarithm is a way to solve for exponents. So, for example, if I say 3 to the x equals something, I could use logarithms to solve for that. But what's interesting about the SAT is most people be like, most people be like, I can just solve all of the quote, these practice questions and learn all of these concepts and then I'll crush it. But you can learn the concepts and the test can still be hard. That's kind of the beauty of this test. So let's just go back here really quick. Look at this guy right here. There's a reason why. I mean, big brain. There's a reason why I set things up like I do. This 3 to the 4 plus 6, very similar to the 16 to the a plus 7. And what does that mean when we have that plus in that exponent, right? Oh, thanks, Rusum. I forgot about that too. Logs are also from trees. So that just means that these two exponents share the same base and they were at one time multiplied together. So let's get into this question. So we know that this is actually 16 to the a times 16 to the 7. What about that, bros? These things are the same thing. And I'll go in a little bit lower in this. There you go. You can see it. They're the same thing. Saying this is the same thing as saying this, right? Okay, and that will equal b. So we're trying to solve for this 16a. There it is. So that just means we need to divide by 16 to the 7th. So what we end up getting is 16 to the a equals b over 16 to the 7th. And I did solve this out. I put it into the calculator, the exact value for all of the people out there who said I couldn't do it, It'd be 2684 35456. So I would have accepted either of these answers. Both of these answers are legitimate and good. What's up, Anthony? But yeah, this is how to do this one, right? It's just a very simple kind of exponent question, but I would put this as like a 8 or 9 out of 10 difficulty for the SAT, just based on the fact that it's like normally we start where we have this same base times each other, and then we go here. They start here and want you to go backwards, and that's the big brain. That's the trickiness of that one. Let's do another one. Let's talk about another different concept, or maybe like a redemption of this concept, so you guys can see how this goes. But I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think about this. Let's see, something like so then that would be, oh, that wouldn't work, would it? So okay, so this is something that might be a little bit more relatable number-wise. I got that, but I thought we were supposed to solve for A instead of 16 to the A. Bruh, you gotta read it. Rusum, you gotta read the directions, man. Yeah, because you had the skills. Why does it look so dark where you are? Well, the background is black. I think that contributes. The lighting on the desk is really hardcore, so I think that contributes to the darkness around it. But I have like a huge window right across from me, so and there's tons of light pouring in. So it might just be my computer, TBH. You have to have a big brain to solve. Yeah. All right. So here's the question. I want to know what x equals, right? Same. I mean, obviously it's slightly different variation. I'm not just going to give you the same question, but you got b to the negative seventh, but I think it's wrong. Yeah, that's a little off. That's a little off. But it's a good guess. I mean, at least you'd have a shot at guessing it. Oh, well, I mean, that would have been the correct answer, Brusum. You could have done that. Okay, so we got our first answer here. We got Shad stepping in with a 1. Got you, Shad. Ah, sorry. -1. Vena. Russo, Leung. All right. Russo, Leung. Got it. Shad, you already got an answer, my guy. Yeah. Shad, you can't change your answer, man. It's too late. Rusum. All right, we're getting 4 wheels on the wagon on the right side. That's for sure. Let me get Rusum in there for sure. Russo's got -1. Zach has that +1. Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, Crunchy. Crunchy on the track. Shad. Okay, I will change Shad just because he's asked really nicely, but normally I don't change answers, and you know that, Shad. But you're a long time member of the stream, which doesn't have a title. I probably need a title for this show since I'm going to continue doing it. It's a typo. Oof. Big oof for Vena. Big oof for Russo. It's like as soon as Shad moves over, everybody's like, oh no. Okay, so let's just kind of talk about this problem on like a surface level. Just look at it, bros. Like, as you do more math, I want you to start thinking, how do numbers fit together? Like, think of a 2 and a 4. There are 2 2s inside of a 4. 2 times 2 is 4. There's a lot of different ways that 2 and 4s interact. Think of 5 and 15. Not that many ways they interact, but they still kind of interact. Let's look at that 4 to a power in 16, right? 4 to a power is 16. Now, right now, this says 3 plus x, but what if 3 plus x was just blah, or just a y? Well, we know what it needed to be, right? And everybody in the chat knows what 4 squared is, right, guys? So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now the chat is seeing the light. Now we have, the people on the right side looking over jealously at the people on the left side. So because the first thing we know is 4 squared equals 16. And so if 4, 3 plus x equals 16, since these both equal 16, we can say 4 squared equals 4, 3 plus x. So we could just say 2 equals 3 plus x, which is over here. So we could just say x equals -1 and be done with it, right? So that's like the easy peasy way. You sometimes overthink easier questions. No, that's 100%. That's like human nature, Crunchy. Yeah, that's why it's like sometimes really smart people are kind of dumb at things. It's because they're looking for these great complexities, and you're like, no, dude, just unscrew the jar and pour it out. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. So this is like the kind of the common sense, quote, quote, common sense way to do this. I'm going to show you the mathematical. Great. 4, 3 plus x equals 16. So let me lower this microphone here. Dang. So we could make this, there's two ways to go about this, I guess. We could do it just, I'll do both ways. So here's the first way, is to make the bases the same, and then you can compare the exponents. So I could say 4 to the 3 plus x equals 4 squared. And since the bases are the same, the exponents need to be the same too. So 3 plus x equals 2, and then we get our x equals -1 right there. Or we could do the kind of cocky route where you go, that's like 4 to the 3 times 4 to the x equals 16. And so 4 to the x equals, what would that be? 16 times 4, what is that, 64? So 4 to the x equals 64. So, or actually it'd be divided by, my bad. So it would be, oh, you can't even see that. It would say 4 to the x equals 16 over 64, something like that. And then you'd have to break it down mathematically. 16 is also -4 squared. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, transitive property, yeah. Is it just me? Yeah, okay. So we could break this down further, and I'm going to. So 4 to the x equals, what is this, 1/4? Right? And so if we do this, or if we talk about this algebraically, what this is equal to is 4 to the x equals 4 to the -1st. And now we can compare that x is going to be -1. So that's how that works. Here are the absolute legends that figure that out on the first try without changing their answer. Yeah, but let's do another one like this so you can redeem yourself, and you can become stronger, smarter, faster. Let me just think of a problem that would be difficult. Okay, this is hard. Bad start. Bad start, not a good start. 2 to the x. All right, bros. Here's our question. Hard question. You can redeem yourself from this question. Have they been getting harder? Yes, they have been getting harder. So if you didn't get the last one and you don't get this one, that's fine. It just means that you should probably go back to these videos and check them out. Oh, dude, that's right, Shad. Oh, that's my bad. I forgot to respond to that email. Yeah, I think the object is in free fall. I have to go back and look at that. My bad. I remember I brought Shad. Rusum asked me a physics question, and I know Shad does physics, so I brought Shad into the email thread. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. I'm I'm done here. Those two big brains can figure it out. But you have to update me on your guys's on your guys' progress so far on that guy. All right, so we have some answers coming in from Tony the Legend and Sorry. Cool. Good to have you back in the chat, Sorry. I'll give you guys like another minute on this. Hard question. Definitely a hard question. DJ Russo on the track. Oh my god, that's so funny. That cracks me up for some. It's like, look at the timestamp of both of those. They're on the same minute. That's really funny. Speaking of, I'll give you guys like another 15 seconds on this one. Okay, Ven is in, Shot is in. Oh no. Oh no. Rusum, you know, you got a problem reading the question, my guy. You're like so good at slicing and dicing through math, but you forget to read the question. And that'll do you in. Zach's on it too. Yes. Dude, small brain. Small brain. But what's hilarious is that you do the hardest part. Like you do the absolute most difficult part of the problem. Yeah, Crunchy is on an 88 roll, so we'll just do that 888 roll that Crunchy's on. So yeah, that's looking good, guys. I think that's about everything. Also, don't forget to smash that like button if you love studying, if you just love doing math problems, and tell your friends. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing more content than just my live videos coming up as we get deeper into the SAT. You know how that is. Bro, I'm dumb. Yes, you are, but it's okay. You can overcome. There's billionaires. No, I wouldn't say billionaires. There's millionaires that are dumb. You know, like people that are really dumb and they end up being millionaires. So that could be you, Rusum. Don't give up. Don't give up, buddy. All right, so let's go to these problems. I feel like most people are feeling the vibe of this 8, but you know, the chat has been wrong before. Not saying that the chat's wrong, but the chat's been wrong before. So let's go into it. The first thing we know here is that this division of two exponents, because they have the same base, is subtraction. So we're going to subtract. And as you're doing more problems like this, especially when they ask you to solve for a phrase, start looking for that phrase. And oh, wow, look at that. It's right there. It's like, so what this equals is 4 squared. Now, we can't actually directly compare these two. Why can't I see? Dude, Rusum, I'm telling you, you got to get some glasses, my guy. Or just like, I don't know, maybe you need to attack... or maybe you're underestimating these questions. That could happen. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Never underestimate your opponent. So, yeah, maybe you're underestimating the work. Who knows? So we need to make this base 2 so that we can actually do some work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because we know for a fact that 4 squared is the same thing as 2 squared. And that's the same thing as 2 times 2. And that's the same thing as 2 to the 4th. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. And it makes sense because that's 2 squared, and 2 to the 4th is 2 times 2 is 4. 16, that's 16. That makes sense. So now we can rewrite. Okay, and so we can directly compare this now. And so we're looking really good because the bases are the same. So the exponents must be the same as well. So x minus y equals 4. That's what's up. X minus y equals 4. So 2 times that, 2x minus 2y is going to equal, or if we multiply that x minus y times 2, we're going to also have to multiply that 4 by 2, and that's how we get 8, and that's how we get the absolute legendary performance of the chat. Where is it? Redemption is real. Redemption is real. I knew you could do it, and you did it. Good job. Like blasting out your eardrums, yeah. So yeah, the answer is 8. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the catch there, Tony. Yeah, I noticed that like a second too late. Yeah, Venna too. Both of you got both Tony and Venna passed the test. I threw this 2 here. I pretended to make a 2 there to see if you guys would catch it. 2 of you guys caught it. Good job for you guys. That was the hidden Easter egg bonus in this problem. So Noom. I just gotta hear you say it. I just don't even know what it would sound like. Okay, cool. So there's that problem. Good job. Good job on the redemption. Yeah. So what's hilarious also to me, I just gotta say, I'm not digging on you too deep here, Bruce, but you knew that we were solving for x minus y. You solved for x minus y. You saw the x minus y, but the 2's just like, just completely blew past you. All right. So let's see if I have a more kind of high difficulty exponent problems for you guys. And by the way, these problems are not like open up a standard big company test prep book problems. These are I'm just gonna say these are kind of high quality problems. Let's see what else I got for you guys here. Okay, we can do that. All right, how about something like this? Well, actually, let's start. I will forgive or hate number 2. Winter break equals essay homework. Whack. Essays are so lame that I could start actually concentrating, crushing some probs. Nice. Yeah, dude. Then you'll be on top. Then you'll be back on top, Tony. Yeah, essays suck, dude. The SAT has an essay that they don't even really grade, dude. It's like, why? Why are we even doing this if you're not even going to grade it? Like, you have to do all 4 sections of the SAT, and then you have to do an essay on top of it. Why? Oh, is it part of your 1600 score? No. Then why are we? It's just like the dumbest thing ever. When going on journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Very, very cool, Rusum. That's some cowboy stuff right there. Okay, so let's go to another problem. Let me see if I can the way I want to put this guy together. I don't want to make it too easy for you guys. It could be like ooh. So it could be like ooh. Okay. All right. So we are back. Welcome back. I'm back. So what's up, guys? I'm back. We're back in action. It was okay, so 2 things kind of happened there. The first is that my computer died, right? So my computer could not handle it. I forget who put it in the chat, but they're 100% right. I was doing a math problem. My brain was working so hard that it released an EMP blast and fried all of the electronics near me, but I was able to hack, obviously, quick reboot of the computer. Then I was talking to you guys for like a minute. I didn't realize I wasn't streaming, and I was like responding to the chat and stuff. So yes, I'm back. What's up, guys? We're back at it. I thought of a problem for you and I put it down. What's up? What's up, Tony? What's up, Zach? You're the real OGs. You know, a lot of people, when the stream crashes and dies like that, they think the show's over. No, That's just our commercial break. That's just the halftime break. No big deal. All right. So, sorry. All I gotta say to you, sorry, is plug your answer back into the problem and see if you're happy with it. Thank you guys for sticking with me, though. I gotta say, I was half expecting to boot back on and not see anybody. So there's Venna. Yes, the technical difficulties. Yeah, my equipment's old, guys. It's doing its best, which is really all you can ask for some days. All right, let me cut this music out. I'm kind of getting done with this music. All right, chill. So I'll give you guys like another minute or so to get on this problem, but Shad's on 1/3, Zach's on 1/3. Zach. Okay. Russo's on it too. All right, I kind of want, if you're still working on this problem, let me know in the chat, but Rusum's on it too. But I want to go through this one because I just kind of thought of it quickly, but the concept inside of it is really tough. So I want to make sure you guys are aware of it. 1.5. That's Tony. Okay, chill. All right, so let's go into this and let's talk about it. These fraction exponents are kind of tough. The rule of thumb for these is like, for example, let's say we have 3 to the 5/3. What this is the same thing as saying the cubed root of 3 to the 5th. Okay? These two things are equivalent to each other, right? So just keep that in mind as we go through this. Look at where the denominator goes, and that's a cubed root, right? Look at where the numerator goes, right, in here. And so the most common kind of form that you'll see based on the fractions is like 2 to the 1/2. That's like super common, and that's just the square root of 2, because the 2, just like in this previous one, the 2 goes right in there, which is invisible, if you will, and the 1 goes right there, so it doesn't really matter, right? So that's kind of how this works. Crunchy's on that too. What is it, the 1.5 wave? I got you, Crunchy. All right, chill. All right, so let's go through this problem. Let's talk about how it would work. So the first thing that I notice is that the denominator is 2, and this is a square root. So honestly, that's good to go for me. But let me just rewrite the problem so we can get into it. All right, let's chill. Do I need to make this bigger, or is this like, is just so I know, is this like a big enough font for you guys to read, or do I need to like zoom in a little bit to it? Just let me know in the chat. So I will zoom in just in case. Your name in green? Yeah, it's because you're special, dude. So I'm going to put this 3 back in here because the square root of what equals 3? 9. So you can rewrite this as the square root of 9 times 3. Because if I were to take the square root of that 9, turns into just 3, and then I'm left with my rad 3, okay? So we are able to kind of start putting this problem together, and I'm going to change this into radical form, right? So 9 to the x equals 9. All right, so here is the problem. Here's like the crux of the problem. Oh, it's good enough. Nice. So here is the crux of the problem. 3 steps, really. If you can break these 3 steps, you're going to be looking really good. And since the square root of this and this are very similar, I guess I'm gonna break it down. I don't really, I mean, it seems obvious from here, but I'm gonna break it down again so that we have similar bases. So we have the square root of 3 squared x, okay, equals the square root of that's 3 squared, and that's another 3 to the third. All right, so that is our question. Now that we have very similar bases, I mean, we could square both sides just to make it easier for us. And we get 3 to the 2x equals 3 to the third. So we know for a fact 2x equals 3. And if 2x equals 3, x equals 3 over 2. X equals 3 over 2. And got him. Got him. That is the answer. Yes. Sean is like, yep, but he got the wrong he got the wrong answer, Sean. So I don't know where the confusion is. Maybe we could talk about where the confusion is. But yeah, here's the work. This is the entirety of the work. Wait, right there. This is the entirety of the work. You can kind of see it. Maybe I made a mistake. I really don't think so. But that's how this one goes down. Hey. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Good job, man. Good job. To the people in the chat that got this wrong, thoughts, surprises, delights? I mean, this is a hard problem, guys. Like the SAT has like hard concepts like sine, cosine, tangent. Oh, you divided both sides by 3 at first? Yeah, you can't do that. That's really clever because this could be technically divided by 3, but this isn't the 9. So like just going through just a counter example to show why that doesn't work. Let's say I have 4 squared equals, I don't know. I guess that would work out. Equals 16, right? If I divide this by 4 and this by 4, I'm going to get 1 squared equals 4. Do you know what I'm saying? So just because of order of operations, how exponents, PEMDAS, right? Exponents come before division. You have to do your exponent work before you can potentially divide. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes down. But good job anyways. Good attempts. Nonetheless, so okay, so there's that. Should we do a redemption on that, or are you guys good? Because I do have one more problem for you guys that I think will be tricky before I gotta get out of here. But do you guys want to do a redemption on this? Just let me know in the chat. But if you get it, I mean, you get it. So yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. Is log on the SAT? No. You got 9 to the x over 9 equals 3. Yeah, that's, or is that 9 to the x over 9 equals 3? Redemption, pretty sure. Redemption? Okay. We can redeem ourselves. Yes, we can stumble. Yes, we can fall. But what matters is not how many times we fall. How many times you pick yourself back up. A little bit of wisdom for you guys today. All right, so let me see if I can think of a harder problem to make a redemption out of. Well, definitely that. Now that could be kind of chill. So it'd be the no, that wouldn't work. So it would be yeah, that would work. Okay. So hold on a second. All right. Okay, this is going to be a good problem. I'm excited for this one. I died twice today. Static. I'm back. Yes. Sorry if the stream is a little laggy today. It's not saying that I'm dropping any frames, but I think the added box that I live in has definitely created some controversy amongst my computer operating system. So, okay, so here's your redemption. Um, Let me do it in black. Okay, here's your question. I'll give you guys like probably somewhere between a minute and a half and 3 minutes. So let's get it. Yeah, and it's definitely on me, not on you guys. Rusum, that cracks me up, my man. Dude, Venna, you are on fire. Oh, I forgot to play the redemption music. That's okay. All right, so we have more answers coming in. Definitely shout out to Shad, Zach, Sari, and Venna for getting it under the minute 30 mark. That is impressive. Shad. Go, dude. You got to stay on your toes. Sorry. Hey, I got to say, I'm always trying to throw curveballs at you guys. You know how it is. Like, I'm not easy on you guys. You go to normal test prep classes. Here's the concept. You did it. Clap, clap, clap. No, I'm trying to trick you guys. I'm trying to get you off your game and switch it up a little bit. Oh, Hong's in. What's up, Justin? Russo's got it too. Already got that. All right, chill. So 45 more seconds, and then we will go into this guy. Yeah. And then I got to get out of here to do some prep. Tutoring the ACT after this. That's a real test, man. Justin's on the wagon. Gotcha, bruh. All right, about 30, 20 more seconds. All right. All right, so I think that's the whole gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's everybody. I mean, I think there's 2 people watching the stream who didn't give answers. But, I mean, I know, hey, shout out to the lurkers in the stream. We love you guys. We love you for just watching, just to watch. So, here is our question. Let's see if the redemption is real. I don't know the answer. I mean, I kind of know the answer, but not really. So, let's rewrite this problem. 3 to the x over 3 equals 9. Lovely. So we're going to rephrase this. So it's going to be the cubed root of 3 to the power of x equals 9. Okay. So this is where it can get a little bit tricky. So I kind of want to stay as smooth as possible on this. But I'm going to change this to a base of 3 just to make it a little bit easier for us. 3 to the x, we got a 3 right in here, and this is 3 squared. Lovely. Now I'm going to cube this side, and I got to cube this side too. So this whole side gets cubed, which is an opposite function of a cubed root, and this whole side gets cubed. So we have 3 to the power of x equals 3 to the 6th. Okay, so we know our bases are the same, so x equals 6, and nobody put that as an answer. Not a single person put 6 as the answer. You want to know why? Because we're solving for 2x. The redemption is real. The redemption is real. You guys did it. Yes. That's so good. That is so good. Okay. So, yes, the redemption is real. Very good job, everybody. I'm sorry if that blasted your eardrums, but you know how hype I get when the redemption is real. So that's why the answer is not 6, even though x is 6. The answer is 12 because we are solving for that 2x. That's how it goes. Good job. Good job. Make sure to pat yourself on the back if you got this one correct. It's always good to praise yourself when you do good. You know, it's one thing to always be praising yourself, but when you do good, definitely pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. And even better, you earned it, which is better than deserve. So really great, dudes. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to my last problem I wanted to do with you guys today, just because it opens up a whole nother can of worms that I don't really want to open up today, because I do have to get going. It's time for me to get going. But yeah, really, really good job. Hong stepped in the stream, crushed the question. Well done. One and done. Hong, one and done. Well done, my dude. Absolutely well done. All right, bros. It is, it's time, don't you think? We've been studying for about an hour, having a good time. We got a new catchphrase in the chat. We got little dudes. He's got like a dog with him. Dogs are happy. I gotta work on my drawings, honestly. But one last noon. You got it, bro. What a time to be alive. Right, Zach? Right, Sean? It's an iconic ending. Right, Russo? You guys crack me up, dude. All right, I am out of here. You finally got redemption. Rusum, that was partly for you, my guy. There's a reason why I asked for 2x that time. You overcame. You overcame your obstacles. So never doubt yourself again is what I'm saying. All right, guys, I gotta go. It's been chill, but we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll probably finish our exponents tomorrow. No, the dog's in the foreground. He's like in the front, and the guy's like really far away. That's how this works. But yeah, good stream today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be easy. We're gonna be working on exponents, but if there's anything else you want to work on, you guys have my email. Hit me up. But yeah,